morning, grade 4. Today I will teach you sentence construction. In this lesson, we will learn about sentence construction in a very interesting manner. So, are you all ready? What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. What sort of group of words? Which makes complete sense. Which makes complete sense. So, what is a sentence? A group of words which makes complete sense or which makes complete meaning. For example, Ali is reading a book. Ali is reading a book. It is a complete sentence. It is a complete sentence. Why? Because it is making a sense. This sentence is telling us that Ali is reading a book. Next example. Amna loves to play in the park. Amna loves to play in the park. The children, again, it's a complete sentence because it is making a sense. It is giving us a complete meaning. Amna park. Is this a sentence, children? Amna park. Do you think this is a sentence? No, this is not. Why? Because this is not at all making any sense. Because Amna park is not at all making any sense. This is senseless. The next. Now look at this bottom. The sentence written in the bottom. He runs. Do you think it's a sentence? He runs. Now children, tell me whether it's a sentence or not. Excellent. This is a sentence. Why do you think that this is a sentence? Because it is making complete sense. This particular he runs sentence is telling us that he is running or he runs. Book Ali. Do you think this is a sentence? Book Ali. Now children, tell me, Book Ali. Is this a sentence? No, not at all. Why? Because this is not making any sense. Books are on the table. Now children, tell me, is this a sentence? Absolutely correct. Yes, this is a sentence. Why? Because this complete sentence is making a sense. This sentence is telling us that books are on the table. A sentence always starts with a capital letter and ends in a full stop. Okay, children? A sentence always starts with a capital letter and ends in a full stop except for whenever there are sentences which are questions. Is it clear, children? We will discuss it later. What are the sentences which depicts questions? He runs very fast. He. H is capital because sentence is starting from the word he. H is capital. And see, children, we have placed a full stop. We have placed a full stop at the end of the sentence. If you will not put this full stop, the sentence will not be complete. I am going to school. I am going to school. Now see, children, the sentence is ending in the full stop and I is capital. So this is a complete perfect sentence. Sarah is sleeping at the moment. Sarah is sleeping at the moment. Full stop. And sentence is starting with capital letter. Sarah is a proper noun. Anyhow, even if it is present between the sentence, Sarah, the S of Sarah will be capital because it is a proper noun. Maria likes to play with toys. Full stop in the end. And M of Maria is capital. But again, children, since it's a proper noun, so even if Maria was present in the middle of the sentence, M must be capital. Is it clear, children? A sentence starts with a capital letter, ends in a full stop. Never ever forget to put full stop in the end, except for questions. Types of sentences. There are several types of sentences, but here we are going to discuss statements and questions. What are statements? When a sentence tells something, it is called a statement. statement always ends with a full stop. Now let's discuss an example. I am going to bring some apples for you. I am going to bring some apples for you. Now children, this is a statement. And what is this statement telling us? That I am going to bring apples for someone. What is this statement telling? That I am bringing apples for someone. Now I is capital and there is a full stop in the end. And this sentence is a statement. Now, when a sentence asks something, it is called a question. Now we'll discuss what are the questions. When a sentence asks something, may I drink water? Do you need a pen? So I'm asking something. So these are all questions. A question always ends with a question mark. What is a question mark? Children, here. This is a question mark. Where, why, how, what, when. All these are the starters for a question. Where, why, how, what, when. All these are the starting points of the question. A question may begin with these words. Where's my ball? See, there is a question mark. What is a sentence? Again, there is a question mark because this is a question. This particular sentence is asking something. Why are you looking upset today? Why are you looking upset today? Again, since this is a question, so we have placed question mark in the end. And again, this is an asking statement. We are asking something. We are asking, why is he upset today? Is it clear, children? Now let me tell you some more questions. How old are you? Again, I'm asking you something. So this is a question. It will start with the capital letter and end in a question mark. Now, let's start making sentences. Before we will start making sentences, I want you to know meanings of all the words from which we will construct sentences. Now children, please note, you have to make a sentence that reflects meaning of the word. For example, conserve. Meaning of this word is to save something for future. Now, the sentence of conserve can be, we should conserve water to generate more electricity. Now children, again, if you have noticed, this sentence clearly reflects upon the meaning of word conserve. Children, another very important thing, that you have to construct your own sentences, or you have to use the words mentioned in the sentences of your own. You can take help from this presentation, but try to make your own sentences. Is it clear? Good. Now, let's move on to the first word. Conserve. Its meaning is protect something from harm or destruction, or to save. Have a look at the sentence. We need to conserve our natural resources. Now children, we need to conserve our natural resources. It's very clear from this sentence that we need to save our natural resources in order to have a very bright future. The next sentence is, conserve water or else there will be no life on the planet Earth. Again, this is a meaningful sentence because this particular sentence is telling us meaning of the word conserve. The next word is trenches. Now, what is a trench? If you can look in this picture, if you can have a look in the picture, trench is a narrow hole in the ground that is usually deep and has a purpose. Now children, these trenches are usually built for the defense purpose, and in ancient time during the wars, normally the soldiers, they used to dig this trench in order to get protection, in order to have this is a good source of protection from the enemy. So the enemy was unable to reach on the other side of the boundary. Is it clear? So what is a trench? A long narrow hole in the ground that is usually deep and has a purpose. And normally it was dug during the wars. It took several days for the soldiers to dig the trench. Now, here you go with the sentence. It took several days for the soldiers to dig the trench. As I have mentioned earlier, that trenches, they are made for the defense purpose. Expedition. What is the meaning of expedition? A journey undertaken by a group of people with a particular purpose. Now, expedition can be any journey, anywhere for a specific purpose, in order to attain a specific purpose. Have a look. The expedition started in western New York. Okay. Another sentence. People go on climbing expeditions. You must have heard a lot of people, especially foreigners, they come to Pakistan to visit K2. Now, why do they visit K2? To record important information related to this mountain, which will help them in geographical analysis. Now, let's move on to the next word. The next word is litter. What is the meaning of litter? Rubbish, such as paper, cans and bottles left lying in the open or public place. You can see litter is lying in this picture. Now, sentence. Litter should be thrown in the dustbins to ensure a clean environment. Now, children, again, this sentence is clearly telling us what is the meaning of word litter. Litter should not be thrown all around. Rather, it should be thrown in the dustbins. And why it should be thrown in the dustbin? To ensure a clean environment. Next word is WaterAid. WaterAid is an international non-governmental organization focused on water purification and hygiene. Now, let's use this proper noun in a sentence. WaterAid provides clean water and good sanitation. See, again, we have come to know that WaterAid is meant to provide pure and clean water. Now, let's see what else we have. Apes. What are apes? These are mammals that have long arms and no tail, or short tail, and that is related to monkeys. Now, make a sentence of word apes. No apes are found in Australia. Strange. I'm confused whether I saw an ape or a chimpanzee in zoo. See, children, this sentence is telling us that ape has a very close resemblance with chimpanzee. Again, we can have an idea that ape is some animal which is related to chimpanzee. Is it clear? Again, I will read this sentence for you so you will have a better idea about apes. I am confused whether I saw an ape or a chimpanzee in the zoo. In the picture, you can see apes are sitting. The next word is timber. And the meaning of this word is wood, prepared for use in building and carpentry. Now let's have a look at the sentence. Furniture is usually made up of timber. See, children, timber. Timber is used for making furniture. The next sentence is, I will definitely use timber to make roof frame because of its durability. See, timber is very durable, so that's why we are going to use timber at the rooftop. Is it clear, children? Now, children, you have to construct sentences. Best of luck.